Welcome to this daily horoscope. My name is ATHEN, and this is for December 9th through the 11th, Tuesday through Thursday. Okay, so the moon is shifting into Cancer, and this is disseminating phase coming off of the full moon in Taurus. So now it's time to get a little more emotional, time to feel into it a little bit. Perhaps get in touch with some family, or just get more in touch with our feelings. I think that's generally what the energy is with Cancer. Maybe get in touch with our roots. But this is overall just a very sensual, sort of flowing sort of energy, perhaps spiritual on a certain level, but just all in all getting in touch with the internal side of ourselves, seeing what's going on the inside, maybe a little status check with that because we still will have that Mercury-Sun conjunction. But flowing and going with the flow. So with that conjunction with Mercury and the Sun that we are coming off of, it's still going to be sextiling up to the North Node on Tuesday. So carrying over from earlier in the week, on Tuesday we do have the energy of being able to put in action towards perhaps our health, getting the routine straightened and taken care of. Because with this overall energy, you know, in general, with the North Node in Virgo, it's about taking care of our health, doing the thing that makes us more vibrant, more healthy, and helps us enjoy our life. Also developing skills and crafts and those sorts of things as well. But with this conjunction, it can be an opportunity to feel very vibrant when we do those things, and also to have a good sense of mental clarity and seeing the importance of when we're taking care of ourselves and our environment, then we have those things. Now, the biggest thing for these few days is that we do have the Uranus squaring up to Pluto starting on Wednesday. This is when it goes exact. It's going to be all the way from the 10th to the 20th, with the exact point being on the 15th, but it's within orb now. So over the next 2 weeks, essentially, we're going to be feeling this increased energy of needing to make some structural changes in our lives, I think. It's been the major theme that's been going on for the past many years, actually. And this is the second to last aspect of it. So it's time to make whatever changes are necessary in our life that is about our freedom, you know, essentially at the end of the day, in that very constructive sense. You know, Uranus and Pluto, well, Uranus is about freedom and being our true authentic selves. Pluto is about the changes that we need to see and make in our lives. So when we make certain changes, we have freedom, but it's about balancing these two without radical freedom, rebellious freedom. It's more about just, you know, doing what needs to be done so we can live our authentic lives. And at the same time, perhaps seeing some new, interesting, intuitive, different ways of structuring our life as well. But overall, just ready for that, being willing and ready for those changes on our path, and letting the universe take the role in terms of how the process is going to unfold and how the events will pan out. You know, it's all about, you know, leaving the details up to the universe and going with the flow, releasing any attachments to how we think things ought to be, and just let them, you know, be the way they're meant to be. Because at the end of the day, when we're willing to make changes in our lives and we're consciously oriented towards wanting change, then these changes don't happen to us. We see them and we make those changes in our lives for, you know, for ourselves. And being that willing participant really makes the flow possible. All right, guys, so I'm going to draw a card and see where Spirit would like an emphasis for these few days. Okay, Pisces. Well, there's the flow in terms of the moon. So with Cancer, but you know, Pisces is where Uranus is. So this perhaps is a reminder that for these few days, while we are flowing, you know, and there's this internal peace, maybe that's an indication that through that we can gain that freedom, and through that we can also gain a greater understanding of who we are, who we truly are on the inside, and seeing that. And through that, you know, that sort of true ultimate spiritual freedom comes from. So maybe that's a sign to go with the flow, go within, do the spiritual work, perhaps pay attention to dream space, and utilize that to make these changes. All right, guys, I hope you have a great 3 days. I will see you next time, and take care.